What is going on, guys? I am Jada Blac. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about Wendy Williams and, celebrities in general who apologize to keep the bag. Now, all of us have seen what has unfolded with Snoop Dogg and his initial comments, and then him apologizing. Well, he partially apologized or backed away the first time. Second time, he had this big, apology that was gladly accepted by Gayle King. We all seen how that unfolded. I have made my videos on them. You can go and check those videos out either here or on my Jada Blac channel. Also, you got Wendy Williams, who is out here apologizing. She apologized for comments she made about Joaquin Phoenix. I mean, she's apologized before, but now she had this big emotional apology to the alphabet community because she basically was like, men wearing dresses and how they would never be women, because I think she was speaking on, men of the alphabet community being, in female spaces or trying to take female positions. And good and well they were going to make her apologize because that's her audience. Not mostly, but a big portion of her audience is males from the alphabet community. Dudes who like to wear dresses and purses and, heels and, wear makeup or do makeup. That is her audience. And she had to apologize to them, and she was very emotional because I think she saw her career flashing before her eyes. Not only that, she also made comments about Drew Carey's now deceased ex, and they want an apology for that. I don't know, as of me recording this video, if she has apologized or not. Okay. Now, I want y'all to understand something. A lot of these celebrities, like your Wendy Williams, they're very compromised. When you have an audience that is diverse, that includes people of the alphabet community or feminists or SJWs, they're going to demand certain things of you. They're going to demand that you have a certain political leaning. They're going to demand that you speak out on certain issues. They're going to demand that, you toe the party line. You can only go at the people that they approve of. That is the box a lot of celebrities are in these days. And when you step out of that, they're going to go after you. That's why you have to make a very conscientious effort. Okay. Especially as a celebrity, to make sure you toe lines. Even though I'm not for that, I truly believe if you are solely self-employed, independent, you make your own money, you make money off of your name, you're not contracted to anybody, you should be able to say what you want to say. As long as you're not going over the line as far as being super offensive, like going out of your way to disparage people who are no longer here or things of that nature, disparage kids, things of that nature. But if you're just stating your opinions, logical opinions on certain issues, or you support certain political candidates who may not lean far to the left, you should be able to do so. But people's careers, their livelihoods, their lives have been changed drastically due to who they choose to support. The fact that they're not Team Rainbow, they're not, a card carrying supporter of the alphabet community. Or they're not out here promoting feminist agendas. And I think Snoop found out that there's just a lot of women out there on social media who I call them the vocal minority of weirdos. That if you do not toe a line, if you do not kowtow to them, immediately apologize, you don't disparage or offend, they're going to make things very bad for you. So here you have Wendy Williams doing this apology, crying, and it's just, it almost seems to me that these celebrities need to just do apology tours. They need to just do apology tours. Just just apologize for no reason. Because they want to maintain the millions of dollars that they're making. They want to maintain their celebrity status. They don't want to be blackballed. But the thing is this, we all have to live lives. Well, not me, but there's a lot of these guys who are raising kids. Do you want to raise your kids in this particular environment where you as a man is being stymied? You're being controlled. You're being told what to do. But that's where we're at. You have people apologizing for literally just being honest. This is where we are. Apologizing for honesty. That's how far things have fallen in our society. And that is why we need more people to speak out, especially men, to be leaders. Because you're leaders when it comes to, Donald Trump and speaking on black issues, speaking on this system of oppression from Caucasian people. But what about when they're trying to turn your sons into daughters? What about that? When are you going to speak on that? Because a lot of these guys are raising sons. Wendy Williams has a son. He's an adult now, but I'm pretty sure that when she spoke the way she did about men trying to be women or to take over women's spaces or jobs or whatever, for the most part, I think that she was speaking from a mother of a son in that moment. And she was speaking as a woman who don't want to be usurped by men wearing dresses. Okay. She doesn't want that. And I think in that moment she was caught up in it. And what she didn't realize is that a portion of her audience, that's who her audience is. Not all, but there's a big portion of them. And she understands now that they control how things are going to be managed as far as opinions. But see, this is why I'm a proponent of being self-employed and not having to have anybody be able to cut your strings whenever you don't toe the line. There was a caller on my show that is a female. She made a very interesting point about how YouTube is the new television and how original, real opinions matter more than fake, bought, corporate opinions. And I agree with that. That is the appeal of social media, especially YouTube, is that you have people who speak honestly and openly about how they feel. They're not beholden to anybody. I'm not beholden to anybody. I say what I want to say. And what I have noticed is that I have been steadfast in how I feel. There's some things that I have come around on, but those are probably just more of the melanated community as far as, feeling that, things need to be done a certain way. Because I was one of those people that was like, screw it, they're on their own. But I think that these young melanated kids do need leadership. They do need mentors. So that's one of the things I am a huge proponent of. But other than that, adults are going to be adults. I don't think you can fix adults. I think they are who they are. There's no coming around with them, But as far as the individuals who do not like the way society is becoming, we have to take a stand. We can't apologize for how we feel and who we are. If these people who are upset at Wendy Williams or Snoop Dogg or anybody who has a different, Dave Chappelle, they came at Dave Chappelle. We need to understand that it's okay to have a difference of opinion. Why do people have to apologize to make you feel comfortable? Is that going to make you feel good about yourself? Because you got to log off at some point. You can't live on social media even though people try. But you have a lot of miserable people that want to destroy people's careers, or they want to, force people to live, to speak a certain way to make them feel comfortable. But you still have to go back to your life and wherever it is you're from. You can only, people say that, we speak on men going your own way. We speak on the red pill only on social media. Well, these people, these vocal minority, they only talk the way that they talk on social media. That is why they're so vocal. They're not saying what they're saying at the workplace. These women who talk about patriarchy on social media, they don't go to work talking about no patriarchy. Do you really believe that these feminist-minded women on social media are going to work where they probably have a male supervisor, and they're talking about, oh, I'm not going to listen to you, I'm against male patriarchy? Do you even think that they're saying this to their fathers or to their boyfriends or husbands? In some cases, they probably are. But in most cases, they are not. They only talk that patriarchy BS on social media where they fit in with their other disgruntled, circles of people who just have a disdain towards anybody who lives better than them, anybody who's doing better than them. This is why people are embracing socialism, because, people live better than them and they feel some type of way, You want to make these celebrities apologize because they don't use the right pronouns. There was a professor that was fired because he didn't use the right pronouns. Got teachers getting in trouble because they don't use the right pronouns, or they don't support men in dresses walking into women's bathrooms. This society is being turned, especially Western culture. Now, this doesn't go on in the Middle East. This doesn't go on in China. But in Western cultures where there's a lot of Caucasians or maybe even blacks or whoever, you're going to see a lot of this, okay? Because what has happened is that the corporations are making it their business to promote this backwards ideology of women being the head of households, women being the decision makers. You know why? Because women spend more than men. Men are savers. Men are, very more frugal. They're not about buying expensive things, living expensive lifestyles. I mean, not all, but there's some guys that are. They like the expensive lifestyle. But for the most part, men look towards the future. A lot of women do not. And that's who the corporations are pandering to. And that's who they want you to apologize to if you get out of line, if you don't toe that line. That's why these celebrities care more about the bag than they do about society.